Viewmasters, it's the podcast that we do. Viewmasters, talk about movies that we view. Viewmasters, my friend Eric and me, Joe. Viewmasters, hey, let's start the show.
Hey, welcome to the Viewmasters, episode 374. Miracles, the Canton Godfather. My name is Joe.
My name is Eric.
Hello, Eric.
Hello, Joe.
How are you?
I'm good.
I called an audible there.
Yeah. There was some discussion about what to call this.
Yeah.
I said go with your heart.
I went with its full legal name. The name assigned to it on IMDB.
Yes. Did you dead name it?
I don't think so.
All right.
Oh, God, I hope not.
Yes, on HBO Max it is just Miracles.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, everywhere else it appears to be Miracles, the Canton Godfather.
Yeah, catch up, Max. Get with it.
They couldn't afford all the letters.
It is a lot of letters.
Yeah, that's why they dropped to the HBO.
Right. It's true.
It really screwed Cinemax out of their streaming service.
They really did.
They're just going to be called Cinna now?
Yeah. Or Skinna. Welcome to the Viewmasters.
Hey.
Eric, how the hell are you?
I'm good. How are you, Joe?
I'm doing okay. We watched a movie.
We did watch a movie. It was this one.
It was. It was Miracles.
Yes.
The Canton Godfather. Now, there's another movie called Miracle.
Yeah.
That is about the 1980 USA hockey team defeating the Russians? The Soviets? At hockey?
I think so.
I should watch that. I'm into hockey now.
You are a hockey fan now.
Fuck.
It's got Kurt Russell.
All right.
Yeah?
Yeah.
He's always fun, right?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Or am I thinking of something else?
No, I think Kurt Russell is in that. Yeah.
Why did I suddenly second guess myself in my brain and think Russell Crowe?
So that I don't know.
Okay.
But I do remember when that movie came out, I did not recognize that it was Kurt Russell in that movie. I thought that it was the guy that played the dad on Boy Meets World. And I was like, oh, wow, the dad from Boy Meets World made the jump to a big Disney movie.
I mean, it's a Disney show.
That's true. Shit, you're right. Man, you cracked the fucking code on that one.
So I don't know. Was it a Disney show?
It was, it was an ABC show, so
Sure.
so by default owned by Disney.
Yep. Yeah, I never watched that.
Yeah, I believe the sequel series Girl Meets World was a Disney on the Disney Channel.
Disney Channel or Disney Plus?
Disney Channel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So legitimate TV.
Legitimate TV. Not like all that fake TV and it's running around now. No. If you're not on linear television, I don't want to fucking hear from you.
I mean, my internet has been out for the last couple days, and I've been watching a lot of broadcast television.
Yeah.
It is weird.
There was a period a couple years ago where I was real sad for a little while.
Sure.
And I feel like linear television saved my life.
All right.
Because I could just put it on and it would run.
I mean, 90% of the time you're going to find a Law and Order on somewhere.
Yes, Law and Order, Seinfeld, or The Office.
Sure.
It kept me going.
But let me ask you, Joe, how many times a day do you watch the hottest videos on social media of Plexderm? Speaking of miracles, and the miracle that They provide under-eye bags.
Is the Plexiderm, is that the hottest video on social media?
That's what the commercial says.
Wow. I have seen that commercial so many fucking times. And let me tell you, the before and after pictures are the same picture.
Pretty much, yeah.
Like, there is time lapse in there, but nothing happens during that time.
I think they shift the lights.
Maybe they do.
And all of those commercials start out, they're the hottest videos on social media.
I would love to know. Maybe it's on Truth Social, because I'm not over there, so who knows? Maybe it's on Hive.
Yeah, maybe
Remember Hive?
I do remember Hive. And Mastodon.
Yeah.
Maybe my Instagram algorithm is just fucked up and I'm just not getting them.
Maybe if we talk about it enough, it'll start serving that stuff up to you.
Okay.
I fully expect when I go home to start seeing commercials for under-eye bag treatments.
Sure, both of our phones are near us. So
Right.
they could be recording what we're saying right now. And also, we'll fully, gladly accept them as a sponsor of the show.
Absolutely, yeah. You know what? Plexiderm, hit us up at, what is it, like info.view.guttertrash.net.com.
Something.
I'll do ad reads. I don't care.
I would absolutely do an ad read.
I will extol the virtues of how much better my under-eye bags look.
Sure. I mean, you're getting up there.
You know what? Aren't we all?
It's true.
Yeah. And as I've aged, I've noticed that my under-eye bags are just getting heavier and heavier. That's why I'm so grateful for the good folks at Plexiderm. Is it Plexiderm or Plexiderm?
Plex.
Okay. The good folks at Plexiderm for their miracle product. I don't know, you may have seen it. It's the hottest videos on social media right now.
Oh, we welcome all sponsors.
Miracles.
Stamps.com.
That would be a fucking miracle.
And a mini.
We got a sponsor. I would love to do ad reads.
I think we would have a lot of fun.
I think we would. Respectfully.
Of course.
Obviously.
Come on, Mubi.
What's that?
It's a streaming service.
Oh,
for,
okay.
Independent film.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
We do movie reviews. Come
Absolutely. Yeah.
on. Regal Cinema. I know you're out there.
They are out there.
I mean, I listened to How Did This Get Made? We can get a McDonald's sponsorship, right?
Probably.
Listen to Paul Scheer talk about Chicken McNuggets 5 times in an episode.
So here's my question for you. I have not listened to How Did This Get Made in a good long while.
Okay, because of the ads?
I think the reason is because of the ads. Because I started listening to an episode today, and there's so many goddamn ads.
Yes, there are.
Is there a way that I can listen to How Did This Get Made ad-free?
I do not know.
I will subscribe to whatever I need to. I already pay I don't know how much for Comedy Bang Bang World, and it has spoiled me.
Sure.
I don't want fucking ads in my podcasts anymore.
I mean, listen, I can handle ads. There are way too many goddamn ads on How Did This Get Made?
Yeah.
Like, literally starts with 3 minutes of ads every episode.
Yeah.
I fast forward through that shit every single time, and it's annoying.
Yeah. I have gotten pretty good at skipping through ads.
Yeah.
Though, like, if I'm listening to a podcast while I'm driving or, like, in the shower or something,
It's a little harder to
I
do.
can't do that. Yeah,
yeah.
So, yeah. Anyway, I will be happy to do ad reads
Absolutely.
for our sponsors. I hate podcast ads, but I will do them myself.
Hard saying.
Oh, miracles.
Yep.
The Canton Godfather. So this is maybe my first Jackie Chan movie.
Really?
Yeah, I know, right?
I am honestly shocked.
Yeah, I can't think of, I mean, what else I would have seen him in would have probably been one of his American movies.
Sure.
And I don't believe I've ever seen a Rush Hour or a Tuxedo.
Well, I mean, that's fair.
Or a Shanghai series entry.
Okay. Saw Shanghai Noon in the theater.
Yeah, wow. Yeah. How was that?
It's fine.
Okay. All right.
Entertaining.
Are those? No, those are not the Brent Ratner ones. Rush Hour is the Brent Ratner ones, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I have no idea who did the Shanghai series.
Okay. But yeah, I think this is my first Jackie Chan.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Feels good, man.
It's me doing my Owen Wilson there.
Wow.
Wow.
I call that one my Kung Pao chicken. I remember that from the commercial. I remember that from a commercial that's 25 years old?
At least. Yeah, I feel like, it was like 2000 or so.
Truly, truly broken.
We all are.
Wow.
Oh, well, I'm going to go ahead and just say right off the bat, I apologize for picking not a great Jackie Chan movie for you to watch.
You know what? It was charming.
It was charming.
It was very charming. It had... It's a screwball comedy.
Yeah.
Like, and once I accepted that it's a screwball comedy... I was much more on board. But there was a while there where I was like, what the fuck kind of crime? Like, I feel like you told me it was a crime movie last week.
30s gangster movie.
Yeah.
Which it is.
Along the lines of Johnny Dangerously.
You know what? So, I mean, I didn't fully know what type of movie it was either. I just told you what it was based on what I had read on the TV.
Yeah.
And when it sort of started presenting itself, I thought, okay, Johnny Dangerously, I'm into this.
Yeah.
It wasn't Johnny Dangerously enough for me.
Yeah.
Really could have pushed that harder. What it did eventually devolve into is a Three's Company style farce.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
But even then, it's like 2 hours and 10 minutes long. Way too long.
Way too long. I usually am able to get through the movie before I have to go to the bathroom.
Right.
And this time I did have to have you pause.
Yep.
And there was still half an hour left in the movie.
Yes, indeed. Yep. It is. It's a little slow.
A little slow.
And I feel like even you, who had never seen a Jackie Chan movie before, surprisingly, very surprised. I'm sure you have in your head an idea of what a Jackie Chan movie is like.
Yeah.
Lots of action and kung fu and fighting and precious little.
Yeah.
Precious little.
Yeah. I mean, what there is great.
Of course it is.
Yeah, it's gold.
Best that anyone could ever hope for.
Yeah.
For the 3 times in the 20-hour span of this movie.
Yeah, so the basic premise is
there's
multiple things happening here.
Going on in this.
Yeah.
I don't want to say it's complicated, but it's
convoluted.
Convoluted, yes.
Yeah. So Jackie Chan is sort of a down on his luck guy who just came to Shanghai looking for work.
He's
right?
Hong Kong.
Hong Kong, sorry.
Yeah.
And immediately gets conned out of all of the money that he has.
Yes.
And then through happenstance and buying a rose from a street vendor for luck, he becomes entwined with these gangsters. He saves he saves the head gangster's life.
Right.
And then as the head gangster is dying, Jackie Chan is mistakenly named his heir.
Yes.
No one questions this. Everyone goes along with it. This is just how things are done.
Almost everyone.
And now Jackie Chan is in charge of a gang, basically. Yeah. Hilarity ensues.
The Canton Godfather.
Yeah. Yeah, which on its surface, if that was the premise of it and that was all that it was,
Right.
I'm on board.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, let's see him get acclimated to doing this and like let's see how he bristles against it and tries to change this gang.
Right.
And, has to fight rival gang bosses martial arts style.
Sure.
And yeah, I feel like that could be a really, really fun, compelling movie.
That sounds like a great goddamn movie to me.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
There's also a B plot.
And a C plot. And a D plot.
The B plot is it follows the rose vendor.
Yep.
Who we learn is living a secret life. At least her daughter thinks that she's rich, and she's been sending all of her rose money to her daughter.
Yep.
But really, she's a penniless street vendor. Which, okay,
Sure.
I'm not sure where this is going.
Right.
But then the rose vendor falls ill.
Well, she's in shock.
She's what is the word that they use?
Oh, boy. Yeah, I
Not
can't-
distilled.
Distressed.
Distressed, that's what it is, yes. Her daughter has met someone that she wants to marry. Her betrothed and his father and she are going to come visit.
Yeah.
And they're going to find out about the rose vendor's, hidden shame.
Sure. Well, complicating that is the fact that the father-in-law to be is a very wealthy man,
Right.
very powerful and wealthy man.
Right.
Which I guess in the 30s, and in China, that has some weight if you want to get married or not.
Yeah.
To his one and only son.
Yeah. So through the happenstance, Jackie Chan and his gang and I guess his girlfriend?
His wife.
His wife?
Yeah.
Are they married?
I believe they get married.
At that point, are they married?
I believe they are.
I
Yes.
missed that part completely.
There was no wedding shown.
Okay.
Just a mild sexual assault.
Yeah.
And then a jump in
Yikes.
time.
Yikes.
I do
Yeah.
not know the time span of this movie.
I have no concept of how long. It could be years.
I think it might be.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it kind of starts out, the gang is trying to get Jackie Chan acclimated to how they do things.
Yeah.
And so they open this nightclub. And that takes all of 5 minutes.
Yeah, they renovate this whole hotel
Yep.
and turn it into a nightclub.
And then there's a musical number. And then we never go back there. It never factors into anything.
Right.
Outside of the rival gang member who wants half of it.
Yeah.
And that's it.
That's pretty much it. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, so Jackie Chan and his wife go to see the rose vendor because Jackie Chan's thing is he needs his lucky rose every day.
That's right.
For good luck, because it has literally saved his life multiple times.
Yes, it has.
And so they find out about the plight of the rose vendor. And decide
I love that movie.
the plight of the rose vendor.
Yes.
Yeah, you've heard of Flight of the Navigator. Oh, Plight of the Rose Vendor also stars Paul Rubens.
Academy Award performance.
That's right. But they decide they're gonna help pull off this scheme to trick. I'm tired explaining this.
Imagine how they felt making
Oh
this.
my god. They're gonna pull off a scheme to trick the father-in-law.
Yes.
And
they hire a bunch of people, including the guy who conned Jackie Chan at the very beginning of the movie, to pretend to be the Rose woman's daughter.
Yeah.
Or husband, sorry.
Yeah.
And everybody just accepts everything as is.
Everybody goes along with it.
And then hijinks continues to ensue.
Yeah.
There is some plot involving the chief detective.
Yes.
Who keeps coming in and out and exists in this movie.
Is also there to get tied up with the father-in-law to be over some investment thing.
Yeah.
There's no development there at all.
Well, he gets swindled.
He does get swindled
by the con man.
Yeah.
Who takes it upon himself to pretend to be the future father-in-law.
Yeah.
But by that point, we are delving into details that ultimately don't matter. Scenes with dialogue that go by so quickly, I did not understand what was happening.
Yeah, I don't understand. There's so much that I don't understand. I don't understand why everything had to be so elaborate. I don't understand why they're kidnapping journalists and miscellaneous businessmen.
Yep.
I don't understand why.
It's so complicated.
Yeah. And then there comes a point towards the end of the movie where the rose vendor is like, you know what, I'm just gonna fucking come clean.
Yep.
I'm just gonna tell them the truth.
Yep.
And I was like, good, this will be so much easier for you in your life. No, she ends up not needing to do that.
Nope.
They get away with it completely. And she's just gonna live a lie for the rest of her life.
Sure.
As far as her daughter is concerned.
Well, you know, communication is not that quick.
Yeah.
They're moving back to Shanghai. You know, she can get away. Back in the day, you could get away with so much shit.
It's true.
Without anybody ever checking or finding out.
It is kind of like analog catfishing.
It really is, yeah. But you know what? It made me cry anyway.
Oh, no. You did blow your nose at the end of the movie, and I almost joked that you were crying.
Well, I was blowing my nose because of allergies.
Oh, okay.
But I was also crying, so...
Okay.
I was going to blow my nose no matter what happened.
Gotcha. This movie made me feel nothing.
It got to me at the end.
Yeah.
It really did.
All right.
It's stupid.
That's so stupid.
Kind of mad at it for doing that.
Oh my god. Yeah, the fight scenes though.
But then, yeah, there's like 3 action sequences or so. Maybe 4.
Maybe
Max?
4, yeah.
HBO Max.
HBO Max, exactly.
And they're all fucking great.
Yeah.
Especially the ending one, but I think even the one when he's in the sort of town square, dressed in the tuxedo.
Yeah.
The tuxedo.
The tuxedo.
I feel like that was my favorite fight scene, even though it was relatively short.
Yeah.
But the one in the textile factory was pretty damn great.
Yeah. The rope factory. As it's like there's people credited as rope factory worker.
Okay. Yeah.
And that was what I thought, because it's just ropes.
It is a lot of ropes. Yeah.
But it made for a great action sequence set for sure. Yeah, I like, you know, Jackie Chan famously does all of his own stunts.
Yep.
And some of the stuff that he does in this movie is baffling. that he would do that himself,
right.
And he would not have someone else do that.
He is so broken.
Yeah.
I don't know about internally, but externally, he is very broken.
I was gonna say it's like him and Tom Cruise.
I think worse.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Tom Cruise is definitely broken on the inside.
Yeah.
I still fully believe he has a death wish.
Yeah.
I think Jackie Chan just likes doing stuff.
I get that.
I have seen several Jackie Chan movies, and that's kind of how I stumbled onto this one existing.
Okay.
That I was just looking for a Jackie Chan movie to watch one day.
Nice.
And I thought to myself, well, I don't want to watch a 2-hour, 10-minute Jackie Chan movie.
Unless we're going to do a podcast about
I'll
it.
save this for Joe. This will be fun.
Fuck you. Find a 90-minute one next time.
All right.
Please.
No promises. But, like almost all his movies have like blooper reels at the end for the credits.
Yeah.
And there is definitely one of his movies that I've seen where it shows him breaking his foot. And then continuing to work on the film with a broken foot, and it just has he just has this giant cast on his foot.
Oh my god.
Like, with a shoe painted on it. And him still continuing to do all these stunts. And then when the action cuts, he will fall down and scream in pain.
Oh my god.
And they'll have to break the cast off of him and reset his foot.
Yikes. Jackie, no. Stop.
I mean, are you saying that to my cat right now?
No, I'm saying that to Jackie Chan. He's retired at this point, right?
I mean, he still makes movies.
Does he?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
I think he's doing a Karate Kid, another Karate Kid movie.
I forgot he was the next Mr. Miyagi.
Yeah.
Is he going to be in Cobra Kai?
I don't think he's going to be in Cobra Kai. But
Okay.
I do believe that it will be a crossover between the two continuities of his Karate Kid movie.
Okay.
And the Cobra Kai universe.
I pray that there's something there for the next heads. I pray. They've waited so patiently.
I mean, I feel like at least Colonel Dugan, right?
At least. At the very least.
Maybe like Colonel Dugan was Jackie Chan's mentor in the military.
Yeah.
And they had to part ways because Jackie Chan didn't agree with his nefarious ways.
Maybe.
And now he's back for revenge.
That's right. Who, Jackie Chan?
No, Colonel Dugan.
Oh, Colonel Dugan, okay. I'm into this. Anyway.
Did you know that our friend Jason met Martin Kove?
Who?
The bad guy from the first Karate Kid movie.
No.
Like the sensei.
Oh,
sensei.
wow. Oh, that guy, I have been terrified of that guy since I was a child. That guy's so scary to me. Where did he meet him?
He was at the Columbus show about a month ago.
Oh, okay.
Convention up there. You went to that.
I did go to that, yeah.
He said that he came by to the booth where Jason was working and bought a bunch of books.
That's awesome.
And he couldn't pay for them that day, but he said, I'll come back tomorrow. And he came back the next day and bought all the books, and was really appreciative to Jason for holding on to them for him.
Nice.
And said, hey, are you a Karate Kid fan? He was like, oh, yeah, I like that movie. He was like, well, I'm sitting, got a table over there. You come by, I'll sign anything you want for free. I'll get a picture with you for free, anything you want. And just like, well, I'm stuck here. I don't really, get a chance to go out. He's like, well, if you get a chance, come on by. Said he was a real nice guy.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Of course, this also Jason had to admit to me that he honestly didn't know who he was at first.
That's so funny. And completely on brand for Jason.
That is absolutely on target.
Oh, man. What were we talking about?
Chan.
Jackie Chan. Yeah, so, like, I haven't seen... I think maybe this and Ip Man are the only two, like, martial artsy movies that I've ever seen in my life.
Okay.
How does, like, what Jackie Chan does compare to what other martial arts movies are like? Because, like, Jackie Chan stuff, at least just from this, is very much like using the environment
Right.
as part of the fight choreography and part of the way that he's fighting.
So
Like how much is that? Is that just a staple of the genre, or is that just a thing that's specific to what he does?
so and bear in mind, I have zero expertise in this other
Sure.
than having watched more than you have.
Exactly. Yeah.
But from what little I know, the sort of two things, maybe three things that Jackie Chan sort of is best known for is doing his own stunts and doing his own fight choreography. Like he meticulously plans every single move, like to the meter, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, using the environment, I think, is a very, very big thing with him. And I think that is definitely one of the innovations that he brought. And the other one is, before Jackie Chan, your cup is glowing. It distracted me.
Last week I talked about the fancy water bottle that I got. I brought that with me today.
Just flashed a blue light in my face.
Sorry, anyway.
It's all right. So the other thing is, like, before Jackie Chan, the I think most martial arts movies all sort of took place in, like, a Chinese dynasty type setting, very, very rustic, rural times, and Jackie Chan said, well, why can't we just do this in, like, a modern era?
Okay.
And he made movies that took place, in the 20th century rather than in the, 17th
or whatever.
Yeah. And that was also fairly revolutionary as well. So, and also just humor.
Yeah.
A lot of his fights are, I mean, they're kind of Three Stooges.
Yeah.
And their execution. So, those are, a couple of the things I think that he has over, a lot of the other martial arts masters who made movies,
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the humor is very evident in this movie. Like, not even just the quote-unquote comedic sequences, but also definitely the fighting.
Yeah.
There's... He feels like a very... I've heard people say that a thing that differentiates him from other action stars is that, he's willing to show himself getting hurt.
Yeah.
And, like, not being a super badass all the time.
Absolutely.
And that comes across in the humor for sure. Like, he's flying by the seat of his pants.
Yeah.
It seems like, and that's really well executed.
Yeah. And I mean, that's such a simple action movie formula.
Yeah.
Is to have your action hero be vulnerable.
Yeah.
That's why Die Hard works so well.
Right. And like Indiana Jones.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I mean, you listen to us talk about, every Fast and the Furious movie, but, and those are enjoyable.
Yeah.
But, I mean, how much better would it be if, Vin Diesel could actually get hurt every once in a while?
Right.
If we feared for lives and there were stakes.
Yeah.
And even if they're just small stakes of him getting hit in the crotch.
Yeah.
It's still a stake, and when it happened in this movie, we're just, because nobody wants to get hit in the crotch.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
No. Man or woman?
Yep. And then, watching, and I think maybe that's even part of him putting all his bloopers at the end of these movies. Seeing, like, the actual physical harm that he does to himself.
You say that he's broken, and he looks like, there's some of the stuff that's in the credits as a blooper is like, no, he got actually hurt doing that.
Yeah.
Like, that looks bad. Don't put that in a movie. Why are you doing this to yourself? I am entertained, though.
I am very entertained. I think I told you the last time we hung out that I made my lady friend watch the greatest events in television history.
Yes.
I don't know if you ever watched those or not.
I still haven't watched those, no.
There is one, I mean, you know the premise of it, right?
Essentially, are they, like, recreating opening credits to old TV shows? That's basically it? Okay.
Yeah. With Adam Scott and major actors.
Right. Yeah. I love major actors. Yeah.
So they did one with they did their opening for Too Close for Comfort.
Okay.
And the big point of that one was that there's a couch flip that happens, and so they treat it in the show like it's this huge stunt. And the guy that they have playing the Ted Knight character, he's like, okay, I'm going to go for it. And they have him on wires. And then he does the couch flip and snaps his neck.
Oh, God.
But then as they're wheeling him out, he tells the paramedics to stop. And he stops and asks Jason Mantzoukas, who is directing, if they got the shot.
Yeah. Oh my God. Amazing. Wow.
And they did. They got the shot.
I'm glad to hear that.
And I feel like these are the kind of movies where Jackie Chan will split his skull open.
Yeah.
And if he got the shot, he's good.
Exactly. Yeah. Oh, man.
So, he directed this, and maybe wrote it as well. I don't remember. Definitely directed it.
Yeah.
And I thought, okay, well, it's the only thing he ever directed, right? He directed like 16 of his own movies.
I was going to say, I feel like that's a thing that I know about him, too, is that he directed a lot of the stuff that he's in.
I had no idea. So, see, you know more than me in some aspects.
I had the vague notion of a thought of an idea of something. If that counts as knowing more than you.
Sure.
Okay.
Another thing that I do know about Jackie Chan is that I know that, especially in the last 20 years or so, he sort of realized that, hey, he's getting old. He can't do this thing forever.
Yeah.
And he was really trying hard to position himself as more of a traditional, dramatic leading man.
Okay.
But, of course, American audiences would not allow that to happen.
Yeah.
But I really feel like this movie is him attempting to do that.
Yeah.
Especially since it is so light on action. And it is him kind of being this, it's funny, but this sort of romantic lead.
Yeah.
And I mentioned, Three's Company earlier. He definitely has kind of a John Ritter-ish feel about him throughout the movie.
I can see that. Yeah.
I mean, John Ritter did his own stunts too. So.
Right. That's right. I will say, so like the opening sequence, from the opening sequence to when he becomes the big brother of this gang, like I felt like the opening sequence was, oh, that's Jackie Chan, I recognize him.
Okay.
And then as soon as he becomes the big brother and is all like put together and his hair is slicked back and stuff, like unrecognizable. I honestly, it took me a minute to be like, oh, that's Jackie Chan. oh shit, Jackie Chan can get it.
He's a good-looking dude.
He's a really good-looking guy.
Yeah. I mean, I'm honestly shocked that he didn't take off his shirt at any point in this movie.
Yeah.
Because he is. I mean, he clearly has to be, but he's sort of subtly just shredded.
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't really take it into account until he does take off his shirt and you realize, fuck. So yeah, I'm honestly surprised he didn't show that off at all.
Yeah, the gratuitous male shirtless scene had not been introduced to the action movie genre yet at that point.
I feel like it had.
Okay, I don't know.
This is 1989.
Yeah.
Surely it had been.
Oh boy.
The movie, like you said earlier, it's charming.
Yeah.
I enjoyed quite a bit of it, but also I got bored in quite a lot of it as well.
Yeah.
And also just lost numerous times. But one major thing that took me out of it was the 80s synth music.
The music is real bad.
Yep.
Yeah. And also just very tonally inconsistent.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's na 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 wah, and then sometimes I feel like it's a hoedown.
Yeah.
And banjo-y. It's just very strange music.
There's a lot of synth in it too.
Yeah.
But also I'm pretty sure don't take my word for it. Maybe you heard it too. There's some slide whistle here and there.
I think there is, yes. Yeah, and I mean, there's little stings.
Yeah.
Every now and then.
A lot of cartoon noises.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which it's a Marx Brothers movie at that point, basically.
Yeah. And I mean, I don't know. I guess it's. I certainly applaud, anyone from mixing genres, but also maybe find a more consistent tone.
Yeah.
Go full out for the wacky or tone it back a little bit.
Yeah.
And I think that's adding in having the emotional thing at the end works, at least for me. Not
Yeah.
Dead-hearted soul like you, but
Hey.
but yeah, it just did. I mean, I think being shorter would have helped that a lot, but
Yeah.
but also just being so convoluted on top of everything and just did it no favors.
Yeah.
I mean, it's fine. It's definitely worth watching for the action sequences.
Yeah. So I just learned something that blew my goddamn mind.
Oh, Diamond is going under?
No. Neil Gaiman is a creep. Did you hear?
I heard.
He's a fucking monster. No, it's about the movie.
Okay.
So I remembered seeing that the movie is based on a 60s movie directed by Frank Capra.
Okay.
Who did It's a Wonderful Life and
Yes.
Mr. Smith Goes to Washington and a bunch of other stuff.
Sure.
So the movie has 6 writing credits. One of them...
The Jackie Chan one? Or
The Jackie Chan one has 6 writing credits. So 2 of them are... one of them is the Golden Way Creative Group.
Okay.
And then Edward Tang is the other contemporary writer.
Yeah.
And then there's 2 credits for the 1961 movie, which was called A Pocket Full of Miracles.
Okay.
And then apparently that was based on a movie from 1933 called Lady for a Day, which was written by a guy named Damon Runyon.
Okay.
I got real Guys and Dolls vibes from this movie.
Yeah.
And Guys and Dolls is based on writings by Damon Runyon.
Oh, wow.
So, I wonder if this is somehow, Like, it's all sort of spiritually connected.
Right.
Like, gangsters not actually acting like gangsters.
Sure.
The romance aspect of it, and just, like, gangsters having to pretend to not be gangsters.
Right.
Like, there's a big sequence in Guys and Dolls that's about that. So, like, just that, seeing that connection actually really clarifies a lot about the movie for me.
I mean, it does, like, in that early nightclub sequence when they have just hired the future Mrs. Jackie Chan.
Yeah.
Lu Ming, the only character name that I can remember in this movie.
Right.
You know, I almost felt like, oh, is this going to go into a musical at this point?
Yeah.
And then it never really does. But it does have a lot of musical sort of trappings.
Yeah.
And, I mean, mark this down on your fucking calendars, folks.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd have been too upset.
Wow. Holy shit.
I mean, you know, if you mix a musical with some Jackie Chan action,
Yeah.
I might be into it.
That would actually be pretty amazing.
Not gonna lie, I'd be interested.
All right. Yeah. We're going to keep this in mind as I look for future picks.
I mean, I'm sure there's probably some martial arts musicals out there. Right?
Probably.
Yeah.
I feel like there have to be.
I know you and I have often flirted with the idea of picking RRR,
Yeah.
which is like 3 hours long.
Yeah.
But I feel like that is an action movie that has musical numbers in it.
I believe you're right.
It is a Bollywood movie.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess, you know, I mean, yeah, I'm still interested in watching it at some point.
All right.
Just never pulled the trigger.
That's long.
It's very long. Yeah. And that'll be a Skype episode.
Yeah, definitely. Oh boy. Well, yeah, I don't have much more to say about the movie. It was like I said, it was charming.
Yeah.
And I feel like I feel differently about it, knowing that it shares DNA with, you know, Guys and Dolls and stories of that ilk.
Better or worse? Different. Or just different.
Or it's just different. Like, it's just like, oh, it clears it up for me.
Okay. All right.
Almost like the tonal inconsistencies and like stuff got, you know, no pun intended, lost in translation.
Right.
Over the years. And yeah, so no, I really enjoyed it.
It's an enjoyable. It's fun.
The action sequences are great.
Yep. That's honestly the biggest selling point.
Yeah.
One other thing I did want to mention, and I don't know if you noticed this, did it feel, even though it was in Chinese, that it was still dubbed?
There were parts where it didn't seem like the sound was matching the actor's lips.
Right.
But I didn't, like, part of it was, I mean, I was reading too.
Yeah.
So, like, and I'm not used to seeing that language spoken. So, like, I wondered if that was just like a trick of my eyes almost. Like, but I can see that. And there's parts that are in English too.
There are a couple
just
of
like
English
phrases.
lines, yeah, and some white dudes show up at the very end.
Yeah, you know.
Shockingly, one with a totally 89 ponytail.
Right?
But I mean, you know, part of it is also like a minor plot point that sort of pops up here and there throughout the movie is different dialects.
Yeah.
Like everybody speaks Cantonese, and no, we have to speak, you know, Mandarin now, or you know, Shanghai, is that a different dialect?
I would imagine probably like regionally.
Right. Yeah. So I wonder if like maybe it was spoken in all these different, you know, dialects and you know whatnot.
Yeah,
that played into sort of the weird offishness of it.
That could be. Yeah, I don't know.
Because I know there was a movie that I recently tried to watch that was in Spanish, but well, the original language is in Spanish, but for some reason I started watching it in Italian.
Okay.
And with English subtitles.
Interesting.
And it was just, I was like, no, even though I know this is not an English language movie. It's still off. Like, I don't like this.
Yeah.
And then when I figured out it was Spanish and switched to that, and I was like, yes, everything is much better now. Feels smoother. I am relaxed. Anything making you happy this past week?
Oh gosh,
Or 2 weeks it's been? I don't remember.
yeah. I mean, I'm feeling better.
That's you were sick.
We skipped last week because I was sick. I know I've coughed a few times here, but overall, I am feeling better.
Yeah.
I got my fancy water bottle, so that's still making me happy. I've been drinking so much water. And I had a very successful toy hunt last night.
Oh yeah.
I got the company Spin Master, which is the company other than McFarlane that is also making DC toys right now. They put out a retro line of Batman Forever figures. Figures that are loosely based on the original Kenner molds
Yeah.
of Batman, Robin, the Riddler, and Two-Face. As well as a Batmobile.
Yep.
And I found all of those in one go.
Nice.
At Target last night. It was very exciting. So that's probably the thing that's making me happiest. like right now is just riding the high of having found all of those.
I mean, it's a good feeling.
It's such a good feeling.
I could never afford that many toys in one shot.
Yeah.
But at least when I go to a store and I see them all there, like it still feels pretty good, even from that perspective.
Right? It's fun just to find stuff.
It is.
Yeah, it's way more satisfying than ordering stuff online.
Oh man, it really is.
Yeah.
But also, it's also better than when I go to Target or Walmart or whatever and look for toys. All I see is the same goddamn Wally West figure or 39 Max Mercuries or Zombie Shazam
Right.
for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Or Batmanga superpowers. These are all things I don't want in the first place. Just why are all the good ones gone?
Why don't you want the Wally West figure?
Because it's Dr. Manhattan Wally
Oh,
West.
it's gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't count.
Nope.
Max Mercury figure's pretty nice.
I'm sure it is. That's more of a you thing.
That's fair.
I like Max Mercury just fine. I don't need an action figure.
Quicksilver.
It's a different guy.
Anwahota. No, these are all his names.
I know. Oh boy, I had my lady friend has always expressed an interest in watching the Doctor Strange movies.
Okay.
And so we watched the first one, not the original first one.
Okay, not the TV one. Gotcha.
The first Benedict Cumberbatch one.
Okay.
And she was like, okay, what do I need to know going into this? Marvel and homework and all that. And I was like, it's pretty standalone.
Yeah.
So we watched it, got to the end, and, saw the end credit, post-credits thing. And she's like, so that's going to be like the sequel? And I was like, no.
Yeah.
And then I had to try to give her a rundown of the preceding 5 movies between 1 and 2 and the TV shows
Yeah.
that all force Doctor Strange 2 to be a sequel to. And then somehow also had to explain Marvel and Fox and the X-Men and Quicksilver.
Why did you have to explain Quicksilver?
Because of WandaVision.
That seems extra. Like, if you're just trying to get her caught up for Multiverse of Madness, I don't know that you needed to go into Evan Peters versus Aaron Taylor Johnson. Who is Kraven the Hunter?
He is Kraven the Hunter. He's also in Nosferatu, and he's fucking terrible.
Oh, fantastic. Is he the cowboy?
No, he's a British guy.
Oh, okay.
There's no cowboy in the Nosferatu version.
Okay. Oh, shit. Oh, man. Dude, what's making you happy this week, Eric?
Good Lord. I got a book.
Yeah?
It is Arthur Adams, one of my favorite all-time comic book artists. They just put out a 290-page hardbound book from Flesk Publications. It is preliminary sketches.
Ooh.
So it is just lots of unused and some used sketches, just his layouts, all done in blue pencil, for a lot of cover work that he has done over the last 10, 20 years or so.
That sounds awesome.
And it's pretty fucking great.
Yeah?
It's super loose and it's rough, but you can still tell that's Art Adams.
Nice.
And it makes him slightly more human in my eyes. Just because, it's just you just see the blocks of all these characters, but they're still totally recognizable. It's great. I got lost in it the other day, so.
That's super cool.
Yeah. It's available now in stores.
What's that book called?
Arthur Adams Preliminary Sketches.
Okay, perfect.
It is roughly I'd say maybe 5x7.
Okay.
So fairly small, compact, but apparently that's the actual size that he works and does those sketches at.
Nice.
So, yeah.
Nice.
So always happy to have more Art Adams artwork in my house.
You do like that guy.
I do. And luckily when I met him, he was not a dick.
Yeah,
so.
that's always nice.
Even though it did cost me $15 to get his autograph, but whatever.
Yeah. Small price to pay for all the joy his work has brought you.
Fair. And, also all the stuff that I bought.
Right.
Whatever. Do you have a movie in mind for next week?
I do.
I know you've been debating throughout the night.
I've been going back and forth on a few things.
Yeah.
This movie is the movie that we just watched was directed and starred Jackie Chan.
Yep.
I would like to watch another movie that is directed by the person who stars in it.
Okay.
This one is directed, and maybe even written as well by Chris Pine.
Okay.
Captain Kirk himself.
Sure, I know them.
The movie is called Pool Man.
Okay. Never heard of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I stumbled across the trailer for it on Hulu, and was like, well, I want to watch this with Eric.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I like Chris Pine a lot.
I like Chris Pine a lot as well.
Yeah. Sure, let's see what he does. He seems like he's a weird guy.
He does.
When he's not encumbered by other people's visions. So,
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm bracing myself.
It does look weird.
Okay.
It looks fun, though.
Pullman.
Pullman.
Where is that at?
That's on Hulu, yes.
Okay, so we're going to watch it with ads.
Oh, fantastic.
Sorry.
That's okay. Pullman.
Pullman.
It's all right. I have the one with ads, too, so
Okay,
I can't complain about anything.
Yeah. Isn't the Hulu without ads $50 a month?
That's nuts, right? I don't know. Oh, boy. Pullman.
So, yeah, we'll do that next week then.
Sounds good.
Okay.
And until then, keep living your life a quarter mile at a time.
Good night.
Good night.
Thank you for listening to The Viewmasters. You can subscribe to the show directly at our website, view.guttertrash.net, or on iTunes or wherever you get your podcasts. Visit our website at view.guttertrash.net for information about our Twitter and Instagram. Once again, thank you for listening to The Viewmasters. We'll see you next time.